I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. I don't think my hand does anything, so I'm probably gonna just mullet. This one has the one ring we can keep. Petition to remove high. I think high is really fun. It's got removed by itself though. Something is wrong with it. Let's play Grazino. Put TOS into play. All living endos. You see. Why do people end of turn cycle Street Rave still to this day? Wow, buka. Need to YouTube short it. Kurwa, no buka. Nie gryź mnie w rękę. Wow. Idź. Jak tak masz robić? For some reason on my Twitch all the funny emotes broke and now I just see people saying words. Small living endos. They have a fuss of negotiation. I'll lose. If they don't, I won't. Probably will. Could top deck on the ring, but I was so depressed by this event that I didn't feel like it. No na co ci było takie drapanie mnie? 65 cards versus living end, that's way too many. Bro, I wish it was 5 degrees where I am. When Saga fetches Stormwood script, I don't hate having 4. Don't actually care for Otawara. Don't care much for Radiant Fountain, but it might matter. Don't hate Radiant Fountain. Stream a Pact Roni and just register 62, I guess. How much in pause 9? It's been -1 during the night. It's 4 right now. I guess it's the same in that case. What's the game above Azul? It's Azul. It's 2 versions of Azul. Azul Letni Pavilion, Summer Pavilion, which is like a variant, but it's different enough that it's a bit fresh. Enjoy both of them. 2 of my, I would say, I guess, favorite games to play lately. Board games. Because they are also pretty easy to explain, but also deep enough to have fun. Deep. Hi, I tried Inca Streamer, it was really good, really. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Quintorius in Pioneer or Modern? In Pioneer. I don't think it's a Modern card necessarily, but I'll try the Cascada deck in Modern and Pioneer. Pioneer Prelim at 12th. Still have to build it, but I already rent out the Carnosauruses and Quintoriuses. The board games I like is the one behind me, Azul. Didn't see much in action yet, same. I have not experienced that deck in action just yet. I think holding is not particularly useful. Against Force of Vigor I get blown. out against Foundation Breaker that still get kinda blown out. Kurwa. I despair. Bog. Chuj tam, nie Bog, tylko Boga nie ma. I guess against Fossil Vigor I do get punished by playing out the Amulet, and I would be in a much better spot if I hadn't played it. Because I get to search for Tormod script on the next turn. Play Amulet and have like Gardens to copy, but I don't need to commit to copy. Living End looks like a really bad matchup, right? Well, this game looks really bad, but it's not. This is like this happens a lot with Living End. The Living End matchup with Amulet. A game where my opponent spanks me happens and chat comes and says this matchup looks really bad. But you know, somebody happens to Fossil Vigor my Urza Saga and my Amulet, and chat is like, yeah, this matchup looks really bad. Yeah, most matchups will look bad when they Fossil Vigor you. It is a rough card for Amulet. There's also different ways in which Amulet versus Living End games play out too. But not this time. What do you think is a better sideboard tech right now, Fossil Vigor or Terra Sunder? I think Terra Sunder is just misguided in Amulet and you should never play it, so it's probably Fossil Vigor. Why no Azusa streamer? I didn't feel like I have a need for Azusa. But yeah, that being said, if I hadn't played out my second Amulet, because since they had 4 specifically and not Foundation Breaker, I would probably be okay. You have force now? No, you don't. Okay. Only one Valakut 2. I have 2 Vesuvas. No strong feelings on that one Valakut versus 2 Vesuvas thing yet. But it's kinda rare to get punished for Valakut, but also sometimes you will. Now I probably lose. 1, 2, 3. So they have nothing and I play the Ent. It's lethal too. Did you know that Vesuva can enter untap just as Vesuva? Of course I did. Well, Dryad doesn't do it. But yeah, sometimes what happens against Living End, you like discard your Primeval Titan, the cleanup, and you just kinda win thanks to that. Or you can forest cycle a Generous Ent and suddenly, you know, their board would not beat mine. Here I got 7, I play the End, I go to block this, and I take 7 and die. With Titanos I need to play a green source and I also die. If I Pact for Grazer I don't play Titan. Okay. And also likely they do have subtlety on top of that, but that did not go very well, but if you play Dryad you might be able to buy a turn. How? By dealing 3 damage to the Oliphant? Just eat it. Zdrowie, no dziękuję, thank you. Oh, we won. I kurwa, trade declined. I tried to modify the trade because I spotted some new basics that I wanted to get. So my opponent is about to get BM'd because I'm trying to buy new basics. No modo, gold bots. Pascudo. Alright, opponent. You're gonna suffer then. Gonna suffer my wrath. Taste my blade. Nice fair magic. I think it's pretty fair, yeah. 6 plus 3. In style of double Titan. Pięć, 6, 7, 9. Nice broken deck that has half the meta share of modern. Idiot. You have to pay 8 mana soon or you will lose. Sure. I will. Are we afraid of Molten collapse? No. Well, generally, yes, but no. Why would I? Like this game? I board Generous Entos and Dismemberos. I cut Explores, a Colossus, and let's say 2 Sagas to avoid getting mooned on the draw. And we actually present a nice 60. Slim 60. This time. And now, Mr. Goatbots, please give me my crap cards I need to finish my Quintorius Quint deck. That one ring art is ... That is precisely why I play it though. I guess. Would be a lie to tell you otherwise. It's probably gonna be simpler if I do this. No Tarask. Tarask is fine. You have no tradable tickets to buy these items. Shit. Bros, will I ever successfully buy those cards? Tarask is fine, but also 4-color is so rare on Modo, and it's not necessarily like better to board in Tarasks instead of boarding more ramp. This kinda sucks. Should I keep it as far as Boseiju and I can top deck? I have the One Ring. Probably bad hand. Ragavanos. Alright, I'll top deck Grazer now. I didn't top decked a Grazer, I guess. First play turn 4. No, if I get to channel Boseiju earlier. Hopefully they will play a turn to Moon and I use it to ramp with Simic Growth Chambers. That would actually be very convenient. They play Moon, I go Chamber, then I go Garrison, then I kill Moon, then I have mana. One lander. Funny. We're gonna hit them in combat. They might have the trick. But it's like the same to hit them. Well, probably best to hit them in Unkeep then. So I think I'm interested in hitting since they have like one land, they spend the mana. Could Boseiju the Aura now, but of course I only say that jokingly. Guess play Growth Chamber. Next turn play with Ring. I think playing Chamber was the only reasonable move. If I play Boseiju, I could play Under Forest, and then I have to play Boseiju on the next turn to play through Moon. Voidwalker. Okay, so we get to cast One Ring? Maybe? No. Hello, Canister. Hello, Bamjing. How you doing? Bro, you take the One Ring. It's obvious. Maperoni. 12. Well, it's not exactly a power move, but I guess I'll do this. Alternatively, I get Saga. Maybe that's better. This,
He's
like,
a phenomenal control
I
player.
mean,
Hi.
it changes a little bit. Okay. Now I need to draw the ring. Saga was probably just better. Bros, why don't the emotes work? It's because they are renamed, bro, then rename them back to so they work. What is it? Nice 1000% meta share deck, but I guess my sideboarding sucked. On the play, I'll have 4 sagas in my deck. So I add 2 sagas and I submit, lol. In the meantime, let's try to buy the cards. We bought them successfully. Alright, let's play. We have 13 minutes. Keep. Those lands are super pretty. Thanks, you're super pretty too. I hope they don't have Scam Grief on turn 1. Would be nice if they wouldn't. They move to 5. Awesome. Because turn to Dryad will certainly make it easier to top deck. They move to 4. Okay. My hand is weak to Moon though still, so can die to 1 card. Although, you know, I get to like do all of the things and I still get to have 4 lands and play with all of those cards, and then I get to play the 1 ring if I top deck it. Maybe they move to 4 and they grapple grief me. I'm not pitching Undying Evil, I guess I have no cards, neither was my opponent now. At least low odds of getting mooned, and it's a 5 turn clock, so get to top deck 1 ring, Dryad, Saga, Entos, Dismember. No follow-up. Okay, next turn I special summon Generous Ent. Are you ready for that, opponent? Oh, of course. Had to fucking ruin it. So close. Maybe I can get Colossus to justify the end afterwards or something like that. Maybe you can end in like that way. We can end a little bit to end. But Colossus will likely draw me something. But maybe it's gonna draw me 2 Ram spells and the game's gonna be closer because of that. Maybe I can, like, because I have Slayers Stronghold in play and Vesuva in hand, so it's a little bit harder for me to, like, can I actually double Amulet, kill them, right? I need to go Vesuva Garrison. Yeah, actually I can one-shot them, right? Because I can only deal 16, I think. I can deal 20 with this and play this in hand. So, given that I can't one-shot them, I'm gonna go for the worst line of Colossusing for funds. Don't you have 2 Vesuvas? Yeah, I do. I would need 3. for that to work though. It seems like my opponent is gonna get one-shotted indeed. What did I play against in the first round of the Modern Preliminary? It was Living End. I got 4 Sword Vigor, after which a viewer came in and said, "Damn, this matchup looks really bad, right?" To which I had to explain myself and say, no, actually it's just that it looks bad when you get 4 Sword Vigor, but it's not actually that bad otherwise. And they remained unconvinced, probably. Cancer wins the match. See, Generous Ent did it. My point was like, please end this. Hahaha, good one, Canister, thank you. Please end my suffering. Need a bounce land? Oh, fine. Well, Scam has a bad matchup against every deck, and yet it's the best deck, yeah. Greatest example. Everything beats Scam. Yet Scam beats Modern. Lightning Bolt targeting Face. Okay. What would be your top choices for Pioneer decks? I thought it would be Lotus, but then I played more with Lotus once again and can never actually get scores that would fully satisfy me with Lotus. Probably playing a Forest is better. They play Moon. Oh no, it's really. Well, maybe it still is, because then I play Radiant Fountain. Then I play Golgari Rot Farm. No, I don't know. Don't moon me. Yes, Fable, whatever. Radiant main is just for Scam, right? Yes. That's literally the only matchup in which gaining life is ever useful. It's has no value. It is 0 value to gain life in any other matchup in the game. I think with the One Ring, life gain is a bit better in general too. So I like to play them Fountain main. But it is skippable. How do I feel about Phoenix these days? I have not played Phoenix since the RC, so I don't feel about it. I've been committing to learn Lotus a bit more. But whenever I play Lotus, I have bad results. I get confused by my own lines often, or I time out. So I have to say that the process of learning Lotus hasn't been like smooth for me, even though had the audacity to make a video guide about it, I still kinda feel like I played Giga poorly. And I can't figure out the lines until Raest MTG comes into the chat and just scolds me for not filtering the green mana out just yet. I'm like, shit bro, what does that even mean? And he's like, no filtruj zieloną, filtruj. Ty kurwa nie wiesz, że filtrować zieloną trzeba? Nice broken deck, idiot. On the draw, -2 Saga. Best deck, by the way, yeah. Best at dying to just some idiot deck that boards Generous Ents. Like, you know, I'm not even seriously trying, I'm boarding like forest cycling commons. And you lose to that, bro. Shame. Seems like an okay keep. Turn 1 Grazer, turn 2 Dryad. Have Boseiju and Forest available. I've tried 2 Vesuva and 1 Valakut over 1 and 2, but felt like had to move some decent hands because of it. Do you find a good reason to play 2 Vesuvas? Well, yes. It's just like better, right, to draw. Why do you have to mull decent hands with Vesuva? Are you aware of the fact that you can play a naked Vesuva on turn 1 and bounce it back with... What hands do you mulligan because of that? Because you can just go turn 1 Vesuva, then turn 2 bounce land, bounce the Vesuva. So you never should have to mulligan that. One Grief Scum. I mean, Vesuva is not straight up better than Dryad Valakut, but for the most part it is, I think. So this is in Taxton bottom. Alright, let's go. Break core, mix, something. Last time we found a breakcore mix to jerk off or something like that. That was pretty funny name. A pretty funny name. If I draw T West, I want to have this in play. Okay. Well deployed. Kind of thinking of double blocking the Grief now. I'll cast Fury. Next turn I'd rather keep blocking Ragavanos. Urza Sage. Hopefully they don't have more action. No weź spierdalaj, no ty kurwa księżycarzu pierdolony śmieciu. 2. No zajebiście se z Forest Cycluję teraz, pizdę sobie mogę z Forest Cyclować. Makes sense that they play the first one. They had the second one. Need to draw the one ring. The onion ring. I'll double block grief now to save more life. And the ring is the only out. Ring, 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 ring. Nie mać śmieci księżycowych. Someone has drawn 2 moons, they won't draw moons on the play. I can have 4 sagas. On the draw rather. Would you like to play first? I would love to. Keep, I guess. Rogowon. Dawaj, turn 1 Fury. Thought Sizer, okay. It's not so bad. A bit problematic that my bounce land is Boros Garrison, but means that getting double colored might be rough. Very turn to win with Titan here, right? Yes. Well, I would have a turn to Titan. I don't know if the Garrison in hand would impede me from winning somehow, maybe? No, probably not. Because I would go Amulet, I would have white, get red. With Valakut. Well, to Grazer I'd have probably enough mana to have Sanctuary untapped at the end. Can Grazer copy Amulet? Yeah, I'm just thinking if it's worthwhile to copy on this turn. Because that requires me to have Sanctuary in play, which seems bad. So I think it's probably better to keep both Grazers in hand. It's gonna be easier to reach double green, double blue this way on the next turn. Haven't seen Molten collapse from my opponent, I would assume they will not play it. Dash. Okay. Titan, Titan, Titan. Ring, Pact. Okay, we won. Bro, scam is broken. XD. So I can just 20 them with the Titan, but I'm wondering about Colossusing. Simic Bauslan was a win too, right? Yes. Well, then I would have Boros Garrison. Well, so I had tap, tap, tap. So I have 8. 10 mana. Yeah, that's probably, yeah, there's, with double Vesuva it's a win, because I can have the Boros Garrison play at the end. Because I'll have enough green because I have double Grazer, yep. Yes. I'm just looking for reasons to put Colossus into play, or I'm looking if it's in any way reasonable to do so. Because I like Colossusing, just kinda. But I think I can draw like 2 amulets and then kill myself if I do that, so I would not want that. We have a treasure, so I can kill a Titan. I get 2 bounce lands. I have 8 mana, then I put Boros Garrison into play with Grazer. Then I have 2 Titans and they're both hasty. So I have 8, go to 1. Oj, bucia, bo mi wejdziesz na klawiaturę. And 2 hasty Titans doesn't really play around anything, but it's funny. Don't you need the Garrison in play before the second Titan? Why? Also, yes. Well, also, yeah, I can, but also I don't. I can make mana after I... Oh, I see what you mean, yeah, before... To have the mana available for when I am hasting, sure, but like that, yeah, you're right. But I can do that, that's exactly what I'm doing. I have 2 pacts to pay. I mean, they don't play any card commonly that would interact with me, so I'm just imagining playing around Summoner Spice, around Slaughter Pact just for funsies, but I think Slaughter Pact actually beats me here, so GG for Slaughter Pact. Because if I get double Simic Growth Chamber right now, I get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. NIT West. Then I still have 2 packs, one gets Slaughter Pacted, so it's 16 only. Triple Titan I can, I have double Amulet. 8, 9, we have 1. Force of Despair, yeah. Well, that's unbeatable. Find Vesuva and Slayer, copy Boros and give double haste. Attack Sunhome and win. Damn, that's a great idea. Growth Turf would be nice to have. Well, not chat, like, it's, again, we have, like, the win. It's, like, it's fine, just, you know. Just thinking of beating a Slaughter Pact they don't have. But, as I figured, I can't. Well, maybe with Colossus I can right now, but it's kinda risky. So no reason to. Like Colossus now draws 3 cards, makes so much mana, and probably finds a win, but I have some dead ends and dismembers. So dead ends. So good. Oh, Sanctuary is in my hand. Okay. Wait, are those matching forests? What's going on? Bro, I just have such a shallow understanding of my sense of aesthetics. No, it's the cannabis boy. If you want to sleep, you can, bro. No problem. Oh shit, Tron. That's good for me.
He's a phenomenal
2 battle
control
points on the
player.
play, but I shouldn't be able to play anything too scary on free, even if they assemble Tron. Triple Amulet draw. Dog's ball on stepfather's funeral. Dog's ball on stepfather's funeral. Did it not read it out? I think you put too many emojis in there and Brian got confused. Should be dead here, yeah? How? Copy Amulet, float Green Grazer, second garden, copy Amulet, and then dead how? I have no land drop. Let's think, what's the best to play around Boseiju? It's probably having the Dryad in play. Can Boseiju here? If you can Boseiju, we should then. Growth Chamber, Dryad, Grazer, Chamber, search Boseiju. That's not enough. I don't think I can Boseiju. Unless you can generate 5 mana, then you go Chamber, copy Amulet, Grazer. Okay, we can Boseiju. The Boseiju sounds good. Seems worthwhile. I have to Boseiju back, but I can't even search for it. I'll hit the tower because it makes 3 mana. But brother, you actually should hit something else because it produces other different amounts of mana. I guess Dismember could be an issue too, but I played Star, so they probably don't play main deck Dismembers. I think. Committing TOS to a Boseiju is a little bit weak to Dismember or their Boseiju, but ha, see if I hit the mine. Is the bot dead? Canister? Yeah, obviously. Oh, how nice of them. So now we don't even have to play scared of anything. Then just 20. Boros Garrison. It's where all the bros hang out. In the garrison.
He's a phenomenal control player.
WTF, how will I play
Chat
for
despair.
the Pact? Without green mana? What's a Garrison? Nie masz takiego słowa w swoim języku? Garnizon? Co za typ? I want to spelunk. Thank you Ikes Bloom for that. Did I manage to buy cards to queen on opponent or uses? I actually did, yeah. It's probably I want to cut rings against Tron. Tawara, why not? Just cut rings spelunking. Sounds better. Maybe Emrakul, but it's unlikely to matter. Why no Azusa? Pacting for Grazer covers like 80% of the cases where you need to pact for Azusa, and she's not particularly great to draw. So I just started playing Azusa to see if I'm gonna miss her, and the only thing I miss is her beautiful artwork showing up every time I sideboard on the top of my free drop pile. This I miss. What is Otawara for? Well, it just adds mana or Bowson Sphinx. Sounds decent to me. Like the most specific use of Otawara, with which it is included in the deck in general, is... I don't know if I should keep this double Boseiju, probably not. The most important use of Otawara is to bounce the Eleshnorn, to which there is no other routes. You can also bounce the One Ring if they commandeer that. I hope you bought the funky version of Elephant Planeswalker. I actually rented them, so I have ugly Quintoriuses. This goes turn 2 Boseiju, a land, and then explore. It's just too slow, I think. To jest ta sama ręka, tylko że chujowsza. Same but worse, classic. Oh, probably multiple 5, I guess, on the draw. Gardens, yeah. Probably keep spelunking, even though it might disrupt me, but these are my hands at FNM. My hands look like this, so hers can look like this. Meme. But IRL. How does feel spelunking? Oh, it feels good, brother. Tron is probably not the best matchup for it, but I don't think I care for the ring against them at all. It may be okay in some like disruptive games where they play Haywire Might, but spelunking is probably better in that role. Lol, brother, where is your Tron? You made me cringe. Ring being weak to Carnal is cringe too. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have it. So I don't know why you led with IDK while I actually DK. One is playing Star, so they're not even playing the Zoomer Tron deck. They just played a turn to Saga. Lands with Suspend 2, I die. O, wygrałem. Bros, imagine cutting down on Summoner's Pact when I just win when I top deck. Maybe I should have a Summoner's Pact in the sideboard. Or have the second Colossus in the sideboard against Subtlety. And like, I don't like pacting, but sometimes it's good to pact. I don't know. Tron looked really great this game. Yeah, least cringe Tron showcase. Why do people put something at the end of messages? I don't get this. Yeah, I don't know what my point means. Are these the Primeval Titans you summon on paper? No, on paper I summon the same Primeval Titans, so they always did. My Amulet deck uses literally the same cards that it used back when I was summer blooming. Which I find nice. Well, except for the bounce lands, because I swapped the bounce lands to the new ones because I guess I am inconsistent. What do I think is stronger between Tron and Coffers? It's like choosing between two of your children and having to tell you which one you love more, except that you actually hate both and you wish they never were born equally. So I can't answer that question. Sorry. Probably Tron. Coffers is just... I mean, playing Amulet, I've regained my ground. I've been losing against Tron and Coffers, and both of those are excellent matchups. Tron probably a better matchup than Coffers. That should be a short. Actually, good idea.